The flight attendant's fingers trembled as she slipped the napkin onto my tray. Her eyes never met mine, too afraid, too urgent. "Pretend you're sick. Get off this plane." 8 words, delivered like a death sentence. My wife laughed beside me, too loud, too carefree. My best friend leaned across her, stealing her attention with some childish joke. Their shoulders brushed, too familiar, too casual, too comfortable. I stared at the napkin. She must have mistaken me for someone else. Then she came back. "Please." Her voice a breath. Desperation bleeding through professional polish. "I'm begging you." My pulse stalled. This wasn't confusion. This wasn't a prank. The universe rarely whispered. Today, it screamed. I folded the napkin neatly, ordered water, smiled like a man who hadn't just been handed a warning soaked in fear. When the plane landed 2 hours later, my phone buzzed with a different venom. "If you want to join Thanksgiving, come wash the dishes," my daughter-in-law barked. Entitlement wrapped in arrogance, her voice a sneer. I simply replied. Then, I sent the photos. My villa in Switzerland, mountain glass walls, black stone fireplace, private chef plating caviar on ice. The phone vibrated 71 times, missed calls. Her name flooding the screen like a drowning woman clawing for air. Greed always reveals itself. So does betrayal. And as I stared at my wife across the hotel lounge in Geneva, her hand resting too comfortably on my best friend's knee, I felt the truth coil around my ribs like barbed wire. Something had been rotting for a long time, and I had just stopped pretending not to smell it. It started as inconvenience, a quiet ache in the chest when I saw them laugh together, a hesitation in her kiss before the trip, a whispered conversation between them that died when I walked in. The kind of details people dismiss when they trust too deeply. But I don't dismiss things. I catalog them. Her phone angled away from me. His sudden interest in fitness, my fitness routine. Matching bracelets they brushed off as coincidence. And then, the flight attendant's warning. Why me? Why now? My wife reached for my arm at the hotel bar, sugar-sweet smile painted on lips I no longer recognized. "You're awfully quiet," she said. Quiet is what people call it when they can't hear your rage. My best friend lifted his glass. "Jet lag, brother?" Brother. He used that word too easily. I excused myself. Bathroom mirror, harsh lights, a face too still, eyes too hollow. If betrayal has a sound, it is silence thick enough to swallow breath. I didn't accuse, not yet. Accusation is emotional. Proof is lethal. And I don't bleed without taking a piece of the knife with me. I began to study them, not flamboyantly, quietly. A shadow in my own marriage. Their glances, their sudden shared smirk when I mentioned extending the trip. The way she tilted her head toward him like a sunflower seeking light. I asked our hotel concierge for the security footage of the spa wing. My wife claimed she'd spent the afternoon there. He checked. She hadn't. I asked my best friend to join me for dinner. He declined, claiming stomach issues. She declined too. Same reason. Stomach issues often coincide when two people share secrets or sheets. I found her passport tucked inside his jacket pocket in our suite closet, and a reservation for 2 under his name for a chalet massage experience I never attended. I didn't confront. I memorized. I contacted a private lab, swabbed a toothbrush. His, mine, our daughter's hairbrush. I sent it quietly, overnight. My hands didn't shake. Truth was coming. I didn't fear it. I welcomed it like winter. Cold, inevitable, cleansing. Without looking back. That night, I lay next to her. Her breathing steady. Mine not human anymore. Not vulnerable. Predatory. Betrayal doesn't break you, it sharpens you. The flight attendant's warning echoed again and again. Pretend you're sick. Get off this plane. She wasn't protecting me from the plane. She was protecting me from the people sitting beside me. The results arrived 3 days later. 2 envelopes. 1 truth. I opened them alone in the chalet library, snow clawing at the windows like desperate ghosts. First envelope, DNA. My daughter, my blood. Relief carved a fracture in my chest, but it didn't soften me. Second envelope, infidelity timeline and digital forensics report. Hotel receipts, messaging logs, deleted photo recoveries. Their relationship predated our marriage vows. He was never my best friend. He was her contingency plan. I found them in the lounge, laughing, glasses clinking, celebrating a life built on my ignorance. I placed the report between them. No words, no theatrics. She froze, pale, throat trembling. He looked at me like prey, realizing the forest has eyes. Her voice cracked first. "Please, we can nothing," I whispered. I didn't yell. Power doesn't scream. I booked them a separate return flight. Economy, 1 checked bag total. I paid in cash so they couldn't upgrade. I canceled her access to our accounts, revoked cards, revoked keys, revoked the life she rehearsed inside my shadow. She begged, tears, shaking hands, theatrics she thought still worked. I simply watched. Not cruel, just finished. Before leaving, I whispered, "You didn't break me. You revealed me." They left Switzerland small, quiet, shamed. I stayed in the villa, fire glowing like judgment. I didn't celebrate. Revenge isn't joy, it's release. Weeks later, Thanksgiving passed without me. They carved turkey without my presence to carve them open. My daughter-in-law kept calling, suddenly respectful, suddenly afraid I might stop financing her lifestyle. I don't answer greed, I amputate it. I walk through my silent home now, and the quiet feels earned, heavy, sacred. People don't change when you love them, they change when you stop. The last missed call blinked again. I closed the phone. I didn't block her. Silence is crueler. Some truths don't shatter you, they free you. And freedom, I learned, doesn't roar. It whispers. And I did.